Because the grace of God has never been about receiving what we deserve. Instead, we understand the grace of God as an undeserved gift. Herbert Hoover and his wife, Lou Henry Hoover, they were married for 44 years. And of course, 4 of those were spent in the White House, as Herbert served as the 31st president of the United States. He was a single-term president, and his presidency is largely considered a failure, mainly because he was the president when the Great Depression hit. So, one and done there. But the Hoovers are fondly remembered for their work that was done after he left the White House. They did a tremendous amount of charitable work, did a lot of work to help feed people around the world in the wake of World War II. And so they're remembered really fondly for some of those kinds of things. And when Lou Henry passed away suddenly as a result of a heart attack in 1944, Herbert learned something about his wife that he never knew before. Now, you're married for 44 years. You probably think you know just about everything about somebody. But he was going through her things after her death, and that's when Hoover found a stack of checks made out to his wife in one of her drawers. I don't know if it was bedside drawer, what, but he's going through her drawers. He finds a stack of checks made out to his wife, and they total several $1,000s. He's thinking, who is paying my wife? What is this all about? So he digs in a little bit, and come to find out, the former First Lady, Lou Henry Hoover, had made a habit of loaning money to family and to friends, even during the Great Depression. So over all those years, she would make loans, and whenever these friends and family members would attempt to pay her back, she would allow them to give her a check. She didn't want them to be embarrassed. She wanted them to be able to save face. But she would take those checks, and instead of cashing them, she would just tuck them away in the same drawer. And that stack of checks, that's what Herbert found out about his wife. The First Lady's friends thought they were receiving a loan from her. But out of her generosity, she turned her loans into gifts. And that is the nature of God's grace. It's a gift. In reality, we could never earn our salvation. We could never pay enough. We could never do enough to merit that. And God knows it. And so that's why he offers us his grace as a gift, something we definitely do not deserve.